Wax. Cleans 30 kinds of dirt in 30 seconds.
Yeah, but suppose you can't find 30 kinds of dirt.
It'll clean 28 kinds of dirt.
In 28 seconds, all right. Wipe it on, wipe it off.
The Goldfinger Company, maker of the sensational chemical cleaning discovery Glass Wax, presents Author Godfrey Time.
Seems like...
Yes, it's Author Godfrey and all the little Godfrey. Jeanette Davis, the Mariners, Bill Lawrence, and Archie Blyer and his orchestra. And now, here's that man himself. Author, you'll be tickled pink, Godfrey!
Thank you, Tony Marvel. Hello, everybody. Today is October 8th, a date that all soldiers will recall with a great deal of pride. Remember, it was on this date back in 1918 during the First World War that an American patrol got cut off by enemy forces outnumbering them 10 to 1. They seemed doomed, but the sergeant in command had only begun to fight. And when he finished, he had captured single-handed 132 Germans. Remember? That was the now famous Sergeant York. And later, Marshal Foch, the French general, called Sergeant York's feat the greatest of all American military men. And while I'm on the subject of military men, I mustn't forget to mention that the family of one of our little Godfreys boasts of a great hero, Jeanette Davis, her family. She had a grandfather who was a magnificent warrior, Old Blood and Tummy Davis, they called him. Yeah, Old Blood and Tummy. Or as they called him for short, Old B.A.T. He fought in the Spanish-American War, he did. And Jeanette says it was tough back there, she tells me. Says the soldiers got their sandwiches wrapped in newspapers because the army didn't have wax then. And I don't know, or at least I think you've all heard of Teddy Roosevelt's famous charge up San Juan Hill. Well, Blood and Tummy Davis was the first man Roosevelt met on the way coming down. And the colonel asked old B&T, he says, why weren't you up there with the others? And he said, are you kidding? A man could get killed up there. Well, this is a Glass Wax program. I'm going to start off with a letter from Alexander Wallen here, who deals in antique jewelry of distinction in Atlantic City, New Jersey, at the Shelburne Hotel. You know Atlantic City, Jeanette. You know the Shelburne? No, never heard of the Shelburne? Strange. Says, Dear Arthur... Dear Arthur... It's probably right next door to where you stayed. Dear Arthur, up to this rainy Tuesday, we considered you just another snake oil salesman. But today, with plenty of time on our hands due to a nasty nor'easter, we decided to test your claims for glass wax. As you know, the salt air down here plays havoc with silverware. But as soon as we started to wipe it on and wipe it off of our antique pieces, we were so amazed at the results, we polished all the tea sets, the trays, the compotes, and so forth in our entire shop in a few hours. Normally, this means several days' work. As soon as it clears up enough for us to go outside, consider us on our way for a carton of Chesterfields and a box of Nabisco crackers. Sincerely, Alexander Wallen. P.S. We're going to tell all our customers who use that's too much work to clean as a sales resistance point to buy glass wax. This'll... Oh, I see. When people come in to buy antiques, they say, oh, that's pretty, but it's too much to clean. Well, this'll help us as much as you, he said. Well, you're right, Alexander. That's the way that stuff is. All that dirty, nasty drudgery of cleaning silverware and antique pieces and pewter and copper and stuff like that is all gone when you use glass wax. Remember, you just wipe it on, and then you wipe it off if you want it to shine. If you're lazy, you can just leave it on there. It doesn't look so good. If you want it to shine, wipe it off again. So let's get the show underway today with the Mariners, who are at the Flying W this morning. Well, you bunch of cowboys, you. Where you been, to the rodeo?
Yes, he's from California.
What are you going to hunt in that coat there, Tom? All you need is a 20-gauge shotgun. Go ahead. Let's hear it, the Flying W.
Come on along, shoot the breeze. Don't let a trouble you. Come on and live a life of ease at the Flying W. Sing as you ride on the purple stage. Be like a cowboy. The life will let you forget your age. Come on along, shoot the breeze. Don't let a trouble you. Come on and do just as you please at the Flying W. Throw away your derby clothes, throw away all your suits. Get yourself a Stetson and a pair of boots. And a snazzy shirt, some dungas, booties and a tie. And yippee-ki-yay. Come on along and shoot the breeze. Don't let a trouble you. Come on and do just as you please at the Flying W. Going to a gala, mister, hang on for life. Be sure you got insurance for your child and wife. If you see the store, forget it, and don't you cry. Just yippee-ki-yay. Come on along and shoot the breeze. Don't let a trouble you. Come on and do just as you please at the Flying W. At the Flying W.
Very nice, boy. Very, very nice. Hey, Tom, come over here a minute, will you?
Yes, sir. Over there?
Yeah, over here, yeah. Tom is the lad that's wearing his hunting coat. Come around over here now. Turn around a minute. That's what I saw. How do you get lipstick on the right shoulder of a hunting coat? There it is. Right over there.
Oh, no.
Yeah, that's what it is.
That's paint.
Go away. Look at that. That's paint, huh? Isn't it funny that it got on there in a very nice oval-shaped mouth? How did that... All I want to know is who caught you. All right, you...
Not lipstick, all right.
Oh, go away. Don't you believe it, Mrs. Tom? It is. She could have put it there, you know.
You didn't take it home yet.
Oh. No wonder he's embarrassed. He hasn't been home with this jacket yet. Take it back. It's no good. It was on there when you bought it. The defect. Take it away. No good. You ought to see the one I bought yesterday. I went over here to have a scrumbing fish, you know. What's the name? And I'm getting tired of people mistaking me for a grizzly bear in the woods, you know. So I bought me a red hunting coat. Brother, it looks like the whole joint is on fire, you know. Pure red. They call it Hudson Bay, and I got a hat to match it. My golly, a guy that's 4/5 plastered can tell I'm not a bear now. And that... You know, that's really getting to be a serious thing in the woods, hunting these days. I don't know where all these trigger-happy guys came from. But they shoot at anything that moves. And then go to find out what it was they shot at. Gee, will you guys please, for heaven's sakes, wait till you know what you're shooting at this year, will you? It's getting to be too doggone many accidents in the woods. It's getting to be no fun anymore. I was reading in one of the sports magazines the other day that 4 guys, 4, quote, hunters, unquote, went into the woods somewhere out west, and the 4 of them lugged out, dressed and then lugged out, this great big animal 3 miles to camp. And when they got there, the guide who had taken them out and they had gone off without him said to them, do you gentlemen know what you brought in? And they said, why, this is a female moose or something. You know what it was? A poor old retired Army mule. That's a fact. They had dressed it and carried it all the way in, thinking they had a doe of a moose. Honest to goodness, folks. Every year around the farms, it's going to get pretty soon where the farmers will be posting all their country and you can't get in there to hunt if you don't watch yourself. Every year we find heifers lying around all shot up. Cows, horses, one thing or another. Wives. Don't do that. Any wives got to be shot, let us do it, See, I've been wondering lately what's become of all the press agents around the country. It's been almost 2 weeks since any young lady has been chosen the queen of anything. But it's all right now. Yesterday they came through. The Long Island Agricultural Council has just named Miss Eileen Barton as Potato Queen of 1948. I guess she was voted most likely to peel, huh? At least they sent out pictures of her wearing the 2 traditional handkerchiefs or whatever those things are. And sitting on a great big pile of, guess what? Potatoes. All I gotta say is that gal is awful easy on the eyes. Archie, I knew there was a little farmer in you. I'm glad you're the first one that got that. Your check will be in the mail tomorrow. Very much. Let's see, I would like very much to hear a song out of Bill Lawrence for Glasswax. You never did do a tune for Glasswax, did you, Bill?
No, I never have.
Well, Harold Schaefer is dying to hear you. See, he doesn't listen to the rest of the show. This is his part. That's all he cares about. Suppose you sing that Every Day I Love You thing.
Every day I love you just a little bit more, just a little bit more, just a little bit more. And every day I want you just a little bit more than I did the day before. You'll never guess how deep my love is, not even in your wildest dream. But just so you'll get it clear, compared to my love, my dear, the Mississippi River's just a stream. Every day I love you just a little bit more, just a little bit more, just a little bit more. Every day I want you just a little bit more than I did the day before. You'll never guess how deep my love is, not even in your wildest dream. But just so you'll get it clear, compared to my love, my dear, the Mississippi River's just a stream. Every day I love you just a little bit more, just a little bit more, just a little bit more. And every day I want you just a little bit more than I did the day before.
Just a little bit more. Every day I sell you just a little bit more. Will you get the quart size of glass wax today? It's 59 cents a pint and 98 cents a quart. And you need a quart of it now for your fall house cleaning, right? Get it in the pink can. Its name is Glass Wax, a product of the Gold Seal Company, and it'll really help you in your work. This is CBS Columbia Broadcasting System.
National Biscuit Company presents Arthur Godfrey and all the little Godfrey.
Thank you, Tony Marvin. What's all that excitement out there at the door out there on the beginning of the Nabisco program? What's going on out there, anyhow? Looks like a feller in a big cowboy hat of Gene Autry. I'll eat him. It is Gene Autry. Gene Autry, and who is this, Champion?
This is Little Champion.
Get that funny bit out of the way, and I'll give it to you.
I figured there's been a lot of nonsense going on over here for a long time. We'll bring a little horse sense and put it in.
Hold your mouth right now. Here. That's something, fella. There you go.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, look here what he's got. He gets so much of that. He don't want to hear a court. Isn't that a nice little horse, Gene? Is that Champion Junior?
No, this is Little Champion. He's only 2 years old. He's just a baby. But we're starting him out awfully young. You see, we've got to learn him how to make a living without doing anything.
Well, I think he's doing very nicely here, Gene. He's as quiet as he can be.
Oh, sure. He's going to be a fine little pony one of these days. He's going to be all right.
What would his breeding be?
His breeding? Well, his father is Arab, and his mother is just horse.
Well, that's what comes up with a nice little thing like this. He stands about 12 and a half hands, doesn't he? Huh?
Well, I'd say just about that.
Just about that. He's a real pretty horse, Gene.
Oh,
do you have him in the rodeo with you?
Oh, yes. He does a lot of tricks. He can walk aboard, and he goes under Champion's belly, and lie down, sit up, and all that type of stuff.
Well, look at that. He's just as disinterested as he can be. Absolutely bored with the whole situation here. Will he shake hands with me?
Well, let's see. I don't know whether he'll do that or not. Maybe he'll bow, though. We'll see if he'll take a little bow here.
Well, look at this. Look at that. He's down on one knee. Oh, that's wonderful.
That's pretty good. Let's see another one here just a minute.
And Gene is leading him over off in the middle of the rug here a little bit. Now he's going down on his right knee. Isn't that pretty? Well.
I thought maybe we'd get him to lie down for you.
Oh, Gene wants to try to get him to lie down. Let's see what happens here. He's a beautiful little chestnut. He's down on his right knee now. Almost down. The left foot is way out.
I don't think he likes this hard surface.
Aren't you going to lie down for us, boy, huh?
Oh, wait a minute. I'll show you a good trick. I forgot about this.
Here. This has never been done, this trick, huh? Well, look at here. Gene's got a hold of his... Well, look at this. He's got a hold of his left foot and put it around his neck. Well, what do you think of that? I never saw a horse do that before. Lifts up that... left foot and puts it right over the top of his head. They're going to take a picture. Hurry up now. Hurry up, because that's not a very comfortable position for any horse's foot. How's that? That's all right. And only 2 years old, Gene.
Only 2 years old, that's right.
Where's my.
We started him out awfully young, Arthur. As I said a while ago, after all, I have to work hard. Oh, don't worry, lady. He won't hurt you. I bet she's lost money on so many horses. That's why she's afraid of it.
You tell me you started him out young. When, for instance? When he was just weaned or before that?
No, about a year old. When he was about a year old, we started fooling with him then to train him, and we've been fooling with him ever since. So this year we decided that it was time to bring him and initiate him in Madison Square Garden, so we put him in the show, and he's doing very nicely.
Folks like him down there, do they?
They seem to like him.
Do you bring him out with you when you come out with Champion?
No, I come out with Champion and work him first, and then we bring the little fella out.
Oh, I see. I saw the rodeo on the television the other night, Gene. That's a terrific show.
Well, fine, Arthur.
Boy, what it showed. That bulldogging is what I like.
You like the bulldog?
Oh, I love to see him bulldog those steers. You folks ever see that done? They jump on and grab a steer by the horns and bulldog him. I came back up here and got one of the vice presidents down and did it to him and got my raise.
Where's the horse going? Where else today, Gene? You always take him around.
Oh, let's see here. He has a couple of dates. One of them's going over here. I guess we're taking Champion over to Macy's. He's going to be in the window over there for a while.
Uh-huh.
Little Champion will go over there and join him, and then probably go back to the building.
Well, that's all right. So long, little Champion. It was good to see you. Real good to see you. Picked up his ears and looked just like he knows what it's all about. I believe he does.
He don't know too much about this part because he hasn't been in a broadcasting studio before, Arthur. So you can say that the first time of a broadcast, he was on your program.
Well, Gene, you don't know how much I appreciate that. I've been talking about horses on this show for years and only had certain portions of them here, you see. But now this is the first time we've had the whole horse.
Well, down in Virginia, don't you raise some horses down there?
Oh, I got a stallion you got to come see, Gene. I got a purebred Arabian down there, Sunset.
Well, I'd love to see him.
Oh, I want you to come down there and show me how to teach him to put his arm over his head.
All right, we'll do that. We'll come down and see you.
Good stuff. Gene, come on up here and sit with me, will you? We'll get the show going. You stay with us. Well, you don't have to go, do you?
Well, no, just for a minute. Come here just a second. I'll tell you, Arthur, after you were out in California this year,
dear.
I've been thinking about you and all the good times that we had. So this morning, when I was coming over, I decided to stop and buy you a box of golf balls.
Oh, wonderful.
Here is, with this, a whole sack full of keys. I figured that'd get you off the first one. Now,
well, thank you.
Here's one big one that you use on the fairway. And knowing that you liked California, we brought you a Hawaiian shirt, too. I thought that was the...
What a beautiful that's wonderful.
I just hope that by next spring, when you come back to California through the winter, that you can wear the Hawaiian shirt. That'll freeze you to death. And with all of these golf balls, I tell you, I couldn't afford new ones, but I got these. These are repainted.
Oh, well, okay.
They'll help you.
Because we'll never find them after I hit them anyhow. I told you folks about that golf game I had with Gene, didn't I? Oh, what a game that was. Dennis Morgan and Jack Carson and Gene Autry and Glenn McCarthy, and I remember.
That's right.
And Gene made the most cutting, unkind remark to me that day. He says, Arthur, you play golf like I cook. And then I was trying to... Well, thank you, Gene. I'll take these out there with me. How about let's get Jeanette up here and sing a song for us while we get in line again. You've met Jeanette Davis, haven't you, Gene?
Yes.
Hello there.
I'm waiting to hear her sing, too.
Good stuff. Sing whatever you like, honey. Shoot.
She told him emphatically no. In a little town in Mexico, there lived a girl named Juana. Don Pedro asked her for her hand, but Juana, she don't want it. She told him emphatically no. She told him emphatically no. She told him emphatically, very dramatically, told him emphatically no. No, 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 no. No, 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 no. She left her home in Mexico to see the USA. She met a rich New Yorker there and took his breath away. He said, my sweet good neighbor, have you got a kiss for me? She said, you're overworking the good neighbor policy. She told him emphatically no. She told him emphatically no. She told him emphatically, very dramatically, told him emphatically no. No, 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 no. No, 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 no. She sailed the sea to Holland, where lovely tulips grow. A man who raises flowers vowed that he loved her so. He asked her for her kisses. He begged so hard, and yet, though he had many tulips, her tulips he'll never get. She told him emphatically no. She told him emphatically no. She told him emphatically, very dramatically, told him emphatically no.
No, 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 no. No, 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 no.
She went up north to Iceland and met an Eskimo. He said,
"Please share my igloo because I love you so. We two can live so cozy and it will be so nice. And I will never worry 'cause no one delivers ice."
She went back to Mexico to Pedro, who'd been through. She said, "Besame, Pedro, my love is all for you." He told her emphatically no. He told her emphatically no. Pedro hadn't missed her. He married her sister. He told her emphatically no.
Oh, that's nice going, Jeanette. It's a good tune, isn't it, Gene? I got a client on this show, Gene. I haven't even said a word about him yet. I think you better have.
Better talk about him or he might not pay you next week.
Well, as a matter of fact, I've got 3 boxes of these things now. I don't care. If he misses this week's allowance, I don't ain't going to miss it any. These are, Johnny Bakewell, you better tell them what they are out there in the West Coast. Out here, east of the Rockies, Gene, we call these premium crackers. Now that we're off the air out there in the West Coast, what is it they call these out there?
Premium crackers, you mean?
Yeah, they have another name for them. They're made by Nabisco, but they don't call them premium. What is it, Silver Made or something like that? Do you know them when you see them?
Oh, something like that. I don't know.
What's a cowboy know about a soda cracker anyhow? He wants a pilot cracker.
Pilot cracker or cornbread?
Yeah, cornbread. Now you got something. But these are awful good, these premium crackers. They're made by Nabisco, and this big 1-pound box seems to be the economical thing to buy because they probably last a family a whole week. And remember, when you buy Nabisco crackers, whether they're premiums or Grahams or ginger snaps or what in the world they are baked nearby. That's the secret of them. They're baked nearby, and your grocer only gets as many as he can sell within the week, you see. And that's the reason they're always so fresh. You can count on Nabisco crackers to be fresh every time. And these premiums that we're working on this week are so crisp and salted just right and so delightful with salads and soups or whatever you want to use them for. How about putting it on the list this morning, Mother, huh? A box of premium crackers. Thank you. Gene, you're going to stick around, aren't you, for the Chesterfield show? Wants you to sing for us. Do you have to go?
Well, let's see here. I can stick around for a little while. What time did your Chesterfield
show
start?
Starts in about 55 seconds here. See?
We're still on premium crackers.
That's right. We're on Nabisco crackers now, see? Nabisco. That's right. We're on, in fact, for 25 more seconds. Would you like to give me an unsolicited testimonial?
All I could say is that when a cowboy goes out for a ride, he always carries 2 things. Premium crackers and also a can of sardines.
Boy, Gene. Okay, now don't you folks run away, because we'll be back here in about 30 seconds. This is CBS, the Columbia Broadcasting System.
while a Chesterfield burns.
Chesterfield presents Father Godfrey Time. Yes, it's Father Godfrey and all the little Godfreys. Jeanette Davis, the Mariners, Bill Lawrence, Archie Blyer and his orchestra, and our special surprise guest, Gene Autry. And now here's that man himself, author by and by the carton, Godfrey.
Thank you, Tony. Thank you, folks, again. Yes, this morning we had here with us in the studio Little Champion, a real live horse. And believe me, we had some trouble getting him down here. The only way to get him down was in the elevator. And to get him in the elevator, had to lead him in and have him stand with his head in the corner. Then to back him out, you see. And the elevator operator looked around and said, "Okay, Godfrey, what are you waiting for?" You like that, Gene, huh? You laughed pretty heartily at that one.
First time I ever heard you introduced right.
What are you applauding? Oh, Gene, it's wonderful to have you here. Gene Autry, complete with that beautiful hat. You know, last time you were here, you promised me you were going to get me one of those hats, and you never did.
I didn't? Well, I tell you, I'm a liar. Don't you know better than me? This time, though, I'll make it good. I'll get one for you.
I sure would love to have one of them. That's the only kind of hat I can wear.
Well, we'll bring one over there.
Gene, you going to be out on the coast in Thanksgiving?
Thanksgiving Day, that's right. We have a date on Thanksgiving Day.
Oh, you know about it already?
Oh, yes, sir.
Well, that's fine.
In fact, I got my money in advance.
You don't mean tell me I'm going to get paid for this. I was going out and play golf with you.
Oh, well, that's fine. Well, it'll be free. Same thing. I'll win your money playing golf.
Boy, there's no lie about that. There's one fellow that really knows how to hit that ball. Great day in the morning. But I shall never forgive you for that unkind cut that you gave me. Here I was slugging at that ball as hard as I could. Someday I'm going to learn to play that game, go out there and take you and Carson and Morgan and McCarthy for a real ride.
So why do you think I brought you all these nice, shiny golf balls this morning?
Believe me, I'm going to use them, too. I use just about that many in the game.
You're not like Benny. Benny uses one for a whole season. You use it.
Well. Gene, while you're here, you got to sing for us.
Got to sing?
Yeah, got to do that.
Do my very best.
What kind of tune would you like? You got any tune set up with Archie? Archie, you got anything you can play for Gene?
Oh, well, look, probably we play them and sing them better when we don't rehearse.
Why, sure.
What do you have out there? Well, let's see here.
Got cool water, Rancho
cool
Brandy?
water. All right, let's try cool water.
You're going to go some cool water, huh? All right.
Cool water, yes, sir.
Cool water.
All
That's
right.
what we'll do. Gene has gone down now to the singer's mic over there. We have a special mic for singing.
All day I faced the barren waste without the taste of water. Cool water. Old Ann and I, with throats burnt dry and souls that cry for water. Clear water. Keep a-moving, Dan, don't you listen to him, Dan. He's a devil, not a man, and he spreads the burning sand with water. Dan, can you see that big green tree where the water's running free and it's waiting there for you and me? Cool, clear water. The nights are cool and I'm a fool. Each star's a pool of water. Cool water. But with the dawn I wake and yawn and carry on to water. Cool, clear
a devil, not a man, and he spreads the burning sand with water. Dan, can you see that big green tree where the water's running free and it's waiting there for you and me? Cool, clear water.
Gene Autry. Gene, I did that song here about a week ago. It didn't come out like that. Sounded like something went wrong with the spring when I was there.
I wouldn't say that. I bet you have a beautiful voice, Arthur.
Oh, I sure have, for calling hogs and stuff like that. It is a Lulu. You want to hear my voice? How long has it been since you heard it?
Since I heard you really sing?
Yes.
Well, I tell you, Arthur, the song that you were singing when we played golf, I don't think you ought to sing here. So, maybe we better just forget about it.
That's a great idea. A great idea. Great idea. You know who sponsors this part of the show, don't you? Mr. Liggett and Mr. Myers. You've met them, have you?
Liggett and Myers.
Liggett and Myers. Make Chesterfield cigarettes.
Well, I don't smoke, I chew gum. But if I did smoke, I might smoke Chesterfield.
And if I'd chew your doggone Wrigley gum, too. Come Thanksgiving Day, we're going to be full of Chesterfields and gum, it seems to me.
Seems to me like we will be. That's right.
Yeah, really, we got a little secret here we can't let you in on. Gene and I are going to do a show on Thanksgiving Day from Hollywood. On the radio, a couple hours of it.
2 hours.
2 long hours of Autry and Godfrey. Great day in the morning. We're gonna have a little champion to help us, I hope.
I hope so.
Get some horse sense in there. Tell me how I stole that line from you. We used it in the earlier party, remember?
That's all.
How was the...
I stole it from somebody else.
Tell me, how's the rodeo going over there?
It's doing very well, Arthur. We've had very nice crowds. Must say, these folks back here in New York are bigger rodeo fans, I believe, than they are out west where they have them every day.
Mm-hmm.
They go for it.
Tell me one thing. Do you find that people, without you explaining it, realize the terrific effort that goes into training these animals?
Well, actually, Arthur, these bucking horses are not trained.
I don't mean them. I mean horses like this little fella you brought.
Well, I doubt if they do. Of course, there might be a few that would realize how much time you have to put in to train a horse. You see, it takes more patience to train a horse like that than it does anything else. You have to start fooling with him, and first, he has to find out that you're not going to hurt him. And when you start kneeling him or bowing him, making him lie down, things like that, sometimes it takes quite a long time to get him started. And then you just gradually work with him, and then after you get him to where he'll do that on the ground, the next thing you do, you have to put a saddle on him, and then learn to cue him from the saddle. In other words, horse don't understand us dumb people who speak English. We have to sort of give them a few cues with little sticks and whips and things like that, and that's the way that they take their cues to work.
Mm-hmm. And the whip is never used to hurt him, just to touch him and signal him.
Well, you use a whip like that more or less as strictly a cue. I mean, like a lot of times when I ride in the arena, I always use a little whip or a quirt, and that's for the purpose of cueing him on certain tricks that he does. That's right.
I see. Now, I can understand it with horses, because we can select horses, especially those with some Arab blood in them, and they got some brains. But the thing I can't get through my head is where in the world the fella got the patience and the time, and how did the bull live long enough to learn? You know that bull that's over in the ring that fella makes lie down and play dead?
Well, sir, Arthur, that's one of the things I can't understand either. Of course, most bulls want to fight you.
Yeah.
And this one really does. I think he's the best trained bull that I have ever heard of. In fact, I think he's about the only one that I've ever heard of that would do all the things that he does. And he really does a swell job of it.
Answer me one question. How old is that bull, do you know?
I imagine that bull is around probably 9 or 10 years old right now. I've known him for 6 or 7 years, so...
Intimately?
Well, we put out the same type of stuff. So. I talked to him last night, and I told him where I was coming today, and he says, we're partners in that.
Oh, Gene, it's good to have you and see you again. And I do hope that rodeo is the biggest success it's ever been, and then we'll have a game of golf when we get out to California together.
Thank you very much, Arthur, and it's really been a pleasure to see you again, too. I shall tell Mr. Godfrey, all your friends, that I saw you back here and that you're doing quite well, and that when you get back to California that you're bringing all that money with you. We'll do our very, very best to have you leave it out in California when you leave. Thanks a lot.
So long, Gene Autry.
All right. Good luck, Arthur.
He was a wonderful, wonderful guy. One of the greatest in show business. It's always a pleasure to see him, a real pleasure. Incidentally, you were singing that Cool, Clear Water a while ago reminded me, Archie. Brooklyn's Hotel St. George Pool has just installed a television set for swimmers only. That'll be the first time that I know of that it's been possible to enjoy television with water. It's too bad little champion had to go, but he had an appointment. See, he's a stand-in for a vice president on We the People, and he had to go and get out of here. Well, let's see. Let's have a little tune here. We haven't had any music for Chesterfield yet. No commercials, no music, no nothing. We've just been having a great time, huh? Well, I mean, from our own gang here. Gene Autry, sure, he's all we've had so far. And we got all the folks sitting around doing nothing. Let's get him up here, shall we? Let's get Jeanette Davis, who's going to sing I'm Sorry, But I'm Glad. This is a feminine song, if I ever heard it.
I'm sorry, but I'm glad you're lonesome. 'Cause if you weren't, you really wouldn't care. I'm so glad you haven't any peace of mind or another heart to share. I'm sorry, but I'm glad you're crying, all because your dream fell through. But if it makes you feel a little better, I'm crying and I'm lonesome too. I'm sorry, but I'm glad you're lonesome. 'Cause if you weren't, you really wouldn't care. I'm so glad you haven't any peace of mind or another heart to share. I'm sorry, but I'm glad you're lonesome, all because your dream fell through. But if it makes you feel a little better, I'm crying and I'm lonesome too. And I'm lonesome too.
Thank you very much. That's a lovely song. One of the best ones we've had around here in a long time. Is that a new one? You did it before once, didn't you? Didn't you? Thought I heard you do something like that once. Well, that's what I like about it. It's one of those songs that makes you think of about 90 other ones. You knew it very well, you know. I like that kind of a tune. Let's see. Oh, yes, Chesterfields. Yes. Chesterfields. By golly, our clients aren't getting many commercials today, are they, huh? But these Chesterfield cigarettes, what in the world can I tell you about them that you don't know? Of course, you'll never know until you try them. And the point I like to make with you is that if I can get you to try one carton of them, see? Now, maybe you won't get used to them in one pack, you know? If you've been used to smoking a very strong cigarette, you may not like this at first, this Chesterfield. But I'll tell you one thing that I'll guarantee you. There'll never come a time in the afternoon like there used to be with the other brands I used to smoke where you light one up and say, oh, phooey, and flip it away. Nuh-uh. Not with Chesterfields. They are mild, really mild, these are. And they grow on you. The more you smoke them, the more you like them. That's why I say if I can just get you through that first carton, you'll say, by golly, Godfrey, you know what you're talking about. These are really good smokes. Try it for me now, will you? Get a carton of Chesterfields, and you and the whole family, all of you who smoke, try them. Don't try them on those who don't smoke, will you? They don't know what they're doing. Get them on the ones who know how, and they will really love them before the carton is gone, I'll bet you. Archie and I thought of something today. We don't think very often, but we thought of this, and we wondered what you folks here in the studio, what's the best way for us to find out. We haven't done it for a long time. Would you be at all interested in listening to the Two Fat Polka again? So, all right, we'll do it. Here's a silly tune, you can sing it right away. Now here's what you say, so sing it while you may. Here's a silly jingle, you can sing it night or no. Here's the words, that's all you need, cause I just sang the tune. Oh, I don't want her, you can have her, she's too fat for me. She's too fat for me. She's too fat for me. I don't want that note, you can have it, Johnny, it's too fat for me. She's too fat, much too fat, she's too fat for me. I get dizzy, I get numbo when I'm dancing with my jumbo. I don't want her, you can have her, she's too fat for me. She's too fat for me, much too fat for me. You can have her, I don't want her, she's too fat for me. She's too fat, she's too fat, she's too fat for me. She pants up a hill. No. And she dance a quadrille. Oh, no. Does she fit in your coop? By herself, she's a group. Could she possibly sit upon your knee? No. You can have her. She's too fat for me. Yeah, she's too fat for me.
But she's just right for me.
We don't want her. You can have her. She's too fat for me. Yeah, she's too fat. Too darn fat.
She's right for me. She's so charming. And she's so winning.
But it's alarming when she goes in swimming. We don't want her. You can have her. She's too fat for me.
Well, she's too right for me. Well, I do want her. You can't have her. She's too right for me.
Yeah, but she's too fat. Too darn fat.
She's just right for me.
Hey!
we just should never have rehearsed that. That's the trouble with it. We put it away and forget it for months and then get it out and rehearse it, and look what happens. That was a great note you blew there, Johnny. That was I bet he couldn't do that again if he tried. Oh, dear. See, I got a couple of wonderful stories here. At a Kansas Air Base, a second lieutenant in the Army Air Forces was practicing landings and takeoffs under various conditions as a part of advanced bomber pilot instruction, see? And the young flyer was progressing smoothly when suddenly after a takeoff, the instructor reached over and cut the two starboard engines. He told the startled pilot to circle and make an emergency landing. Now, I don't know if you realize it or not, but a B-24 is hard enough to hold on course with two engines out, especially when the dead engines are on the same side, let alone fly the thing ordinarily, see? But when the pilot appealed for help to hold the rudder, the instructor said with mild, fiendish glee, "You're in combat. Two engines shot out. Co-pilot killed. You got to hold rudder yourself." So not to be outdone, the exasperated pilot turned to the engineer, who was a sergeant behind him, see? He was checking the instrument panel over his shoulder, and he shouted, "Hey, get this dead so-and-so out of here, will you? And help me hold rudder before this heap cracks up." Oh, dear. Speaking of flying, today is the 58th birthday of one of the most distinguished Americans alive. And a man who I'm very proud to say is one of my dearest friends, Captain Eddie Rickenbacker. He's 58 years old today. And, you know, I doubt that he remembered it either, because about a week ago we finally arranged a luncheon for us today. We're going to have lunch together today. We've been trying to do it ever since I got back from the coast. One thing or another has been interfering with it, and finally we decided on today, and lo and behold, it's his birthday. What in the world could I take Eddie for a birthday present? Well, what could I give him? Anybody got an idea?
Airplane.
Oh, golly, he's up to here in airplanes. Huh? I could take him a carton of Chesterfield, sure, and a box of Nabisco, and I could take him a can of glass wax, but what else? I get all those for free. Maybe he doesn't get time to play golf. That's the only trouble with it. He works too hard. I was going to say maybe I could give him half of this box of golf balls, but he never gets any chance to do it. There's nobody in the United States works as hard as that fella. Great day, you just never... I think I work hard. I follow that fella around for about a half a day, and you'd have to come get me with a stretcher. Boy, how he works. It's no doggone wonder that outfit of his is as successful as it is. I'd like to pass along a word of warning to let you know that the week of October 17th to 23rd will be National Letter Writing Week. This word is being passed along by the Post Office Department, and their slogan for this year will be, "Write today and make someone happy." Of course, we're changing that a little for the boys in our band. Write tomorrow. Today we're learning how to read. How about a tune out of Bill Lawrence here for Chesterfield, huh? Bill, I'd love to hear you do Embrace Me, My Embraceable You.
Embrace me, my sweet, embraceable you. Embrace me, you irreplaceable you. Just one look at you, my heart grew tipsy in me. You and you alone bring out the gypsy in me. I love all the about you. Above all, I want my arms about you. Don't be a naughty baby. Come to Papa Do. My sweet embraceable you.
Very nice, Bill. Very nice. Thank you, Bill. Because this date, October 8th, is such a day memorable in the history of the American Navy, for instance. It was on this day in 1942 at Smith College that the state old Navy started training its contingent of women sailors, or as they came later to be called, waves. So this would be the 6th birthday, of the beginning of the training of the waves. God bless them, they did a wonderful, wonderful job in this last war. And because it is their anniversary, I have an Army story for you. I would. The Army doctor said to the recruit, "Now look here, young man. You know very well that in civilian life you wouldn't come to me with a little thing like this." And the recruit said, "Well, no, guess you wouldn't. I'd sing for you." How about sending out to the corner store here for a couple of Chesterfields to last you for the weekend? This is Friday, isn't it? Sure, you're going to need a nice fresh carton of Chesterfield. Very. You get them. Get the folks in your family to try them now and give you their candid opinion. See if they don't agree. Come Monday morning, there'll all be Chesterfield fans in your house. Chesterfields are on the move, my dear. Everybody that smokes them likes them. You try it. Well, according to the New York World Telegram, one of Livingston County, Missouri's bridges is missing. I have to report this. This bridge was of ordinary steel girder construction and 30 feet long. Anyone noticing a bridge of this description will please notify the Livingston County authorities in Chillicothe, Missouri. So what in the world can happen to a bridge? Huh? Somebody probably won it on Stop the Music. That's probably... It's the most amazing thing to me. All of a sudden, the bridge is gone. Dear, dear. Well, the time is gone, too, Archie. How about getting that trombone outside and play us a little theme, huh? You folks have a nice weekend. Take good care of yourselves now. If you're going hunting, for heaven's sakes, be sure what you're shooting at before you shoot, will you? May the good Lord willing, we'll meet again on Monday at the same time. Until then, Arthur Godfrey says bye-bye for Chesterfield and all the little Godfreys. And this is CBS, the Columbia Broadcasting System.